Hey there guys, it's Darden with another review, and it is past 12 o'clock, and that means it is officially past September 30th, or it is past, it is September 30th. It is my birthday. I am at a nice old age of 26, or I feel old, whatever. So anyway, we're enjoying a brew with that. Tonight we're enjoying Imperial Biscotti Break Bourbon Barrel Age. Imperial Biscotti Break is, Imperial Biscotti is a beer that I believe it's Lil B. Yeah, is Lil B Porter from Evil Twin, brewed with hazelnut and coffee. And then now they've obviously bourbon barrel aged it. I've actually never tried this. And thanks a lot, guys, for commenting, by the way, about from my last video about what you'd like to see reviewed. So we're reviewing this beer. So I'm excited. I've never had it. I've heard great things about it. So yeah. Nice kind of gorgeous kind of color. You get that awesome kind of sticking to the glass kind of thing. Like you could swirl it and it's just brown, sort of like flowing down the glass. Nice kind of dark kind of head on that. Let's get the aroma on this. Quite nice. A lot of kind of chocolate. Very like almost like brownie-ish, but almost like a really nice kind of dark brown chocolate, or dark chocolate. A little bit of this kind of bourbon spice. Almost that vanilla character, actually. The vanilla character is being extracted from the barrel. Yeah, I'm getting this kind of a good amount of this umami kind of note. It's almost like slightly meaty, slightly molassesy. Something about it there offers this kind of a big kind of chewiness. A little bit of roasted coffee in there. But yeah, doesn't blow, it doesn't explode of kind of a whiskey sharpness, doesn't like, it's not fusel and doesn't really attack the nostril. Smells like a really well-built chocolatey, lovely kind of bourbon barrel aged stout. Cheers. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. Wow. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah. Despite the alcohol that is quite prevalent, it is a nice and complex beer in the sense that there's a long kind of flavor going on. In the front, get a nice pop of that bourbon. The first sip, it just dragged alcohol throughout the sides of my palate. It's sort of this note that you get from some bourbon barrel aged beers that sort of are just more aggressively, I guess, alcoholic and bourbony than other beers. You sort of even get a good amount of that bourbon aftertaste, a little bit of that bourbon kind of spicy kind of bourbon flavor. In general, follows the aroma very much. Huge amount of this chunky chocolate kind of flavor, almost slightly browny, almost as if imagine a big kind of chocolate chip cookie and those big chunks of dark chocolate in there. That kind of flavor. You get that big kind of just melted chocolate flavor throughout. Touch of kind of coffee in the mid palate helps bitter out that beer slightly, but it is a very sweet beer. Maybe hints of that hazelnut, maybe, but in general also has a lot of that kind of umami flavor that I get. It's almost like, yeah, it's slightly mushroomy, slightly meaty, slightly molassesy. Wonderful, full, almost like, enveloping mouthfeel on this one. Really nice and chewy. Yeah, and I like the fact that despite the alcohol, the more sips I take, is slowly takes a slight backseat, but it's still quite prevalent. And again, you still get a lot of that chocolate, that coffee, that vanilla, that bourbon offers. Really good stuff. Yeah, really delicious. Wow. I will say it again. For me, it's slightly sweet, slightly alcoholic, and yeah, but it's really good. I'm trying to think of a rating for this beer. I'm gonna give this beer a 98. Really good stuff. It's slightly more highly rated on Beer Advocate, but it is really good stuff. It's definitely for those people who like have a sweet tooth. It's quite sweet. It again tastes. Now I'm drinking it. It tastes like bourbon chocolate cake or bourbon chocolate ice cream. That's the best descriptor I can think of. It just is really nice and sweet. A lot of chunky chocolate throughout. It's a spike of bourbon throughout the palate. A little bit of bitterness throughout. A little bit of vanilla, and actually a good amount of vanilla with that chocolate. But good stuff. So until next time, guys. Cheers. This is quite a fine brew. Until next time, guys. Later.